such low levels of enthusiasm for car buying, many shoppers said they would rather give up sex or do their taxes than go through it. A Harris poll found that 52% of car shoppers said a trip to the dealership makes them anxious. One Gallup poll evaluating public perceptions of professions found that car salespeople were rated the lowest in terms of their perceived commitment to honesty and ethics. They came in below chiropractors, insurance salespeople, advertisers, lawyers, and members of Congress. About 65% of Americans think U.S. car dealership practices are unethical, according to data cited in a 2018 paper from consulting firm KPMG. But also, of course, there are plenty of buyers who are happy with their purchases once they have them.
Most customers, they like their sales consultant. They might not like the process of getting a price when the salesperson has to talk to the manager. In general, they like the sales consultants, probably why they buy at that specific dealer. And I think they also believe that in most cases, the dealer does a pretty good job of explaining the technical issues with the vehicle, products and features of the vehicle. The vehicles have certainly gotten more complex over the years, and I think for most consumers, they feel the dealership does a pretty good job.
The most frequently cited pain points tend to be when customers are sitting in the finance and insurance office, often for up to an hour or more, filling out paperwork, applying for credit, and negotiating terms of the deal.
Many customers feel they are deeply unprepared for this part of the process and do not enjoy the long, complex discussion with sales representatives.
A car is among the few purchases shoppers have to haggle for, and it also happens to be one of the biggest purchases a person will make in their lifetime. Many buyers don't have the experience negotiating they might like to have, especially with professional salespeople.
We don't negotiate for much besides houses and cars in the United States. So it's not something that people are very used to, very comfortable with. And a lot of times they just want to get out of there.
During this time, customers are offered extended warranties and a whole suite of add-ons many of them don't expect to encounter and don't know what to make sense of.
My point to dealers as well as lenders is pull that information up front because consumers can educate themselves. What is the value of an extended service contract? What is the value of an extended warranty? Why do I need gap insurance? And I might choose those products before I even come to the dealership. Hey, this makes sense to me. I'd like to buy this particular service contract, and I know when people are for this many years. I like the warranty. I like the maintenance agreement. By the way, I think gap insurance makes good sense for me because I'm going to keep this car for a while, and maybe it's a good product for me. So that education process can happen up front versus in dealership.
That said, fewer than 5% of shoppers have walked away from a sale due to high-pressure sales tactics, according to J.D. Power's Sales Satisfaction Survey. The most common reason for turning away from a purchase, which 30% of customers cited, is that a dealership didn't have the right model in stock.
In a lot of cases, it's just a model fit. They might shop brand and Model A and end up buying Model B because there were features or pricing around that model that they didn't like. For some customers, there's areas within the negotiation process. They feel some of the back and forth pricing can be a reason for rejection.
There are a few brands that do seem to stand out, according to J.D. Power. Among luxury consumers, Porsche owners seem to be exceptionally happy with their car buying experience. The brand ranked first in the luxury segment on J.D. Power's SSI 3 times between 2015 and 2019. Mercedes came in second in 2019. Among more mainstream brands, Buick and GMC, which are both owned by General Motors, came in first and second in 2019, and the quirky small car brand Mini came in third. Like Porsche in luxury, Buick has topped the mainstream list 3 out of 4 years between 2015 and 2019. Despite the angst, Americans continue to buy cars. During the economic recovery, new sales in the United States reached record levels in some years and even surpassed expectations in 2019. Dealership giant Lithia Motors saw sales grow from about $2 billion in 2010 to $12.7 billion in 2019. As of August 18, 2019, 5% since the beginning of the year. Likewise, sales at